Hello, and welcome back. I am your host, Josh Leatherbarrow, and we are recording an episode all by myself. You've probably noticed that we haven't uploaded anything since Season 2, Episode 1. Probably wondering why. Why is that a thing? What are you guys doing? Too busy for us? And you're probably right. A lot's happened these past couple months where, we just haven't had the time. Because recording episodes, we mainly do it, on the internet. It's kind of hard to get everybody together and coordinate schedules and even just find people to talk to that are worth talking to, because we aren't really anybody. Kind of nobodies. People around us know who we are. People locally to us at the track know who we are. But outside our area and the 7 people who know me on the internet, we're not really anybody. So it's difficult to get high value guests on, and that's kind of what we struggle with. We're unsure who we want to have on and the direction we want to go, because I want to interview the people I know and my friends, but you guys might not want to listen to me talk to Joe Schmo or whatever. And I like these people that we talk to, but you might not, because we have listeners all over the country, all over the world actually. And if I'm talking about just a local hero, nobody really cares. I mean, I care. My friends care. But who wants to hear a story about nobody? That's kind of the internal struggle I'm having with, do we continue doing what I want, or do we do what will help grow this podcast? And truthfully, I'd rather just do what I want to do and stop worrying about the views or the listens or the downloads or the followers, because that shit don't matter. I'm not doing it for the views. I do it because it's fun. I say that as I segue into a thing. If you could just download this episode or any of our episodes that you listen to, it helps grow the podcast. It won't help get new episodes out, but maybe it'll motivate me a little more. I don't know, share it with your friends or something. But if you're finding us randomly, we are the Dangerous Nights Drift Crew, and we are a drift team mainly out of Buffalo, New York, and the Canton, Ohio area. There are 2 of us in Buffalo and 3 of us in Canton. Why we're so spread out, who knows? This way it works. We don't have matching cars. We might not ever have matching cars, but we're cool dudes. We like drifting. So yeah, download this episode. Share this episode. Because I don't know how long this one's going to be. Maybe it'll be a bonus thing. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. It's kind of just off the top of my head. I was like, hey, it's been months. It's time to get behind the mic and at least give people an update. Because, again, it's been long. Because last year we tried to do one every other week, and we've only done one this year. And that's not cool, because we got a bunch of people lined up that we want to talk to. But also, if you want to be a part of this, message us. I guess on Instagram might be the easiest way. Dangerous Nights Drift Crew. I'll be the one responding, and then we'll set it up. Yeah, nice and easy. But after the first episode, geez, going back months. Geez, what have we done? We've mainly been driving like Club Loose 2 events. Because started the year with Fuck Winter Bash and gosh, I don't even remember. So long ago. Wasn't that long ago though. That event, no, it was just we just had a good time. It's really hard to remember because like I haven't been recording like my runs lately. I've been just wanting to show up to the track, do my laps, and then go home. That's it. Not been worrying about recording video or any of that stuff. It's like, it's not stressful, but I'm not like fully getting my mind into the laps we're doing. Worrying about like, oh, is this recording and is my lap good enough to even post? That stuff, I don't want to worry about that. Too much work, too much in my mind. It's not difficult, but stressful. Too much stress or like obligation to perform. As dumb as that sounds. Because if your clip isn't like great, like why post it? Nobody's gonna share it. If you're doing tandems and you're 7 cars away, sometimes you have those laps. Not every lap's gonna be like the heater or the greatest thing ever. But that's okay. Now, I have been having a few issues with my car this year where it's only at Midvale for some reason. It happened twice now. It's not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I do half the day and come back and power steering would get like tight. It's like, that's weird. Look under the car and my steering rack's leaking. It's happened both times. And it's the rack crossover lines. You have like the main power steering lines and then the small ones that like kind of push the fluid to turn the rack left and right. Yeah, it's those little ones. For some reason, they're like O-ringed and you can't just replace them. If those go bad, you'd have to replace the whole rack. And BMW parts aren't cheap. I don't know if I found one at a parts store, but like new on the internet is like $600. And that's not like a lot of money, but it's not a little bit of money. So I've bought a used one. And I got round 1 of Pro-Am out of it, which we'll get to that in a minute. And then did another Midvale and it went out again. But luckily, I just bought an E90 and that just so happened to come with a spare rack. So now that one from the car, from the E90, is now in my E82 and it doesn't leak. And I have enough like spare parts from all these racks that I've put together a hopefully good one. I don't know though, because anything could happen. O-rings are weird. Take it apart and put it back together and it leaks. And there's no way to like use softline on it because the top connection, not like the lower connection, but the top connection where the steering shaft goes into, those are like just held in with like a hold down clamp. So there's no like threads or anything. So you have to do something weird there, and there's just no good way to do it. So we're going to keep buying used racks, and hopefully that's just okay. Now if Advanced had one, I could just like keep warrantying it. But this is like a new problem. This has never happened before, and I've been running this car for 6 years now. I don't know. I'll give you more information when we get more information. Besides that, the car's been great. We have put nitrous on the car, but it's not finished hooked up yet. I don't know why. I guess I'm afraid of it. As dumb as that sounds. We're going for a 125 shot dry, which is a lot, but also not a lot. It's literally hooked up. I just have to do the wiring and put a filled bottle on and take it to get tuned, and boom, nitrous. I don't know why I'm being so dumb, but this is the way my mind works. Not saying it's right, but I guess I'm just rambling because I don't know what to talk about, but gotta put something out. So let's talk about round 1 of Pro-Am. We decided to try some new wheel speed stuff, and I'm not going to tell you my rear gear. Going to be a little mysterious, but we switched to a lower rear gear. I think we added like 15 mile an hour, and it just wasn't right. And the way I like to drive is like I'll just work through the problems. So I'm doing like 3 laps. I was like, I can't do this. Come back in and switch to the normal rear gear that we run, and it's perfect. I guess don't change it if it's not broken. Yeah, we do some laps, and there's this competitor. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he's in like an almost stock 370Z. And I'm following him pretty close, and I'm not saying he parks it, but he comes close. Because the layout is a modified FD Atlanta layout. And like the keyhole stuff, he like slows down super fast, and just didn't see it coming, and I just plowed into him. Hit him so hard. It like destroyed my left front fender. So I think at the end of this year, we're going to not retire the car, but like do a full refresh, because like the transmission needs to be sent out to be gone through. I should send the rear diff out to be serviced, at least looked at. This is my third year running this Winners. And yeah, it just needs to be gone through. And like, I'm gonna buy new Big Duck Club fenders, maybe a new livery, maybe new color. All it's still up in the air. It's expensive. Drifting's expensive. Why do we do this? So yeah, but besides that, we ended up going against the 370 in our 32 battle, and I don't know what happened, but my lead was great. Not like super great, but like it was good. It was good enough. It was like good enough to win if I had a mediocre follow. But in my follow, I don't know what happened, but like I throw the wheel, go to catch it, and my hands were just like, nope. So I like straightened and obviously lost because of it. That sucks because like I was ready. It's like This is one of my favorite layouts that they run. And like I was feeling good, feeling real good, but just didn't have it. The next Pro-Am round, which is in August, is a doubleheader. So Friday is round 2, Saturday is round 3. They're running a New Jersey stadium layout for round 2. And I don't know what round 3 is, what it's based off of, but round 3 is a little sketchy. It's running the bank, and I'm not like great with it. I'm not bad, but like I'm not great with it. So we'll see what happens. I'm more stoked and like ready for round 3, or sorry, round 2. I'm like, I did really well on that one last year. Ended up having to seed with that one and took second in seeding on that layout, which is super dope. So we'll see what happens. We're going to play around with rear gear a little bit. Maybe mess with alignment or like rear sway bar stuff. It'll be good. It'll be a fun time. Now, the rest of the team. Adam has started a clothing line. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last episode, but started a clothing line, which is like super cool. It's called Paws and Pistons. And 10% of their revenue they're donating to like animal shelters and that kind of stuff. And I think that's really cool. I'll put a link in the description on all this stuff, but go check them out. Cool shirts, cool message. My favorite is like their tie-dye shirt. It's super sick. Check it out. But Adam's been like working on moving, so he's like renovating his house a little bit. So he's been like cutting back on driving. So he's not doing Pro-Am. I'm really thankful because he's like my spotter this year. And he's been like pushing me in the right direction, which I really, really appreciate. And like this year we finally have proper communications. So that's nice. And Austin is like just moved. So he's like not taking a step back, but like his other priorities before he gets his car going, hopefully soon. We're talking about driving the next Midvale in August. Hopefully that becomes a thing. Because I just bought a new drift car. Bought an E90. And if you don't know, E90 is the 4-door BMW. It's a 330i 2006, maybe. It already has like a fancy limited slip diff. I don't know if I'll keep, sell and put a welded in. I don't know yet. I'm gonna try it out first. But I have a FDF angle kit, which I haven't installed yet. I need to get coilovers, and I'd like to put a handbrake in, and just have like a simple daily seat time kind of thing. Because past 6 years I've just been dailying my diesel truck, and price of diesel's insane, and it's getting up there in mileage. Should probably like take it easy with that thing, because buying a new one's expensive. Looking at trucks, I'm spending $30,000 to $50,000 on a truck that I probably won't even like. But besides all that, just a simple car. Put a seat in it and just drift and go have fun. Like drive it to the track, drive home from the track, and like if it breaks down, I'll just leave it there and then bring my truck and trailer and trailer it home. It's been a while, probably 10 years since I've driven my drift car to the track instead of trailering it. And I miss that, the simplicity of it, and like not going through any tires and the stupid stuff. Like, I want to drift cheaper more often. Because just to go to Midvale, it's like $300 in fuel in just the truck. And that sucks. But it's fun, obviously. But if I brought the E90, just drive out there, drive home, and go to work the next day. At least that's my thought on it. But yeah, we're busy. Things that are coming up soon. Talk to Virtual Drift Crew. One of their guys, Justin, works a really weird schedule. So like, we're waiting on him and the rest of the team to get together because I'd like to tell their story. Because they're an interesting group of people. I say interesting like it's a bad thing, but no, they're great dudes. So they're next, and in a week from now, Adam and I drive West Virginia Speedfest. I'll bring the podcast stuff and maybe find someone there to interview. Just chat with. There's going to be a lot of cool people there. Even if it's not drifting related. Talk to maybe a hill climb person, or I don't know. It's all up in the air. But that's kind of all I got right now. We haven't forgotten about you guys. We will be hopefully posting more. If not, then I just need to do it. But like most episodes, I on Facebook, asked a bunch of questions, or ask people to ask me questions, and I did it, or made the post 26 minutes ago, as long as this episode was, and we got like 3 comments. I'll delete the post after, but Sean Mansfield asks, well, I'm going to say this and look like an idiot, but I'm curious, how does a driver like you enter turns? Raw power, clutch kick, feint entry, or what? And depends on what I'm doing, if that makes sense. Because each type of entry has its benefits. And if I'm just doing like a fun day with the boys, I'm just going to handbrake in. It's like low risk, high reward. Not as high on the banks as you'd like, but it's the person behind me fault that they're not close, not mine. But no, if I'm just driving, I'll just handbrake. It's easy. I like it. I don't really care how it looks. But if I'm doing comp stuff, if I'm leading, I'll flick in. If I'm following, I'll handbrake in just so I can like quickly tuck in. If that makes sense. If you don't know about drifting, I just sound like an idiot. But yeah, there's that. Justin of Virtual says, we have to get on the podcast, bro. I'll try to coordinate with the team. And like, yeah, you do. And Eddie Owen says, we got to run it back now that I've sold you a car. And if you don't know, one of our first episodes that I recorded, I say recorded in quotes, was with Eddie Owen. He's a young kid. He's been drifting for a few years now. He was drifting before he even had a license. And back when we were amateurs, like, I just didn't hit record. So I did a whole episode with him for just nothing. It's so dumb, but it be like that sometimes. So yeah, I don't know if you meant hop back on the podcast or do some tandem stuff, but I'm down for either one, dude. Let's get together. That's all I got for this episode. It's not going to be the most sexy or cash money episode, but it's where we've been. It's doing our best. I'm going to be more adamant about getting guests and doing episodes and getting people on and putting out content. It's just, I'm not a media person. I don't know what I'm doing almost all the time. Kind of winging it. I don't even know how to edit these episodes correctly. But I enjoy it. I enjoy the feedback. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to me rant. Please share the episode. Please download the episode. Please save the episode. Just interact with our stuff, please. Because it helps us grow. And that's just it. We are the Dangerous Night Shift Crew. I am Joshua Leatherbarrow. Thanks for listening.